What is up, everybody? It is ThatWakefieldGuy here, and I'm gonna make this a part 3. I decided this at the last minute, and this part 3 is gonna be for E3, obviously. That's why you're watching. Um, this is basically just gonna be my highlights of E3, what I thought was cool, well, what I thought was the coolest, rather, and what I'm looking forward to the most. So let's get up into my cabin. All epically. We're still staring at those ugly ass Grenier ships. Let's get in position. Alrighty then. Alright, let's get started. My list isn't in any particular order because I rewatched all of them. I rewatched all the conferences and excuse me. Rewatched all the conferences, which is like fucking 24 hours in total of content and stuff that I had to rewatch to take these notes. And now I can finally give you my highlights. And again, my list is not in any particular order, so just bear with me. Really, the highlights, we're going to start off with the Microsoft conference. And my highlights for the Microsoft conference is the Xbox One S, because 4K streaming, and it's actually cheaper than the PlayStation VR, which is starting price is $299.99, which is $300. So it's not a bad price, especially if you're getting 4K streaming and you can hook things up to the internet and all that. And I think it's backwards compatible now too. Not Gears of War. What the fuck am I talking about? Forza Horizon 3 I'm excited for. Recore I'm a little excited for. Final Fantasy, not so much, but it's still on my highlights list because we are getting a Final Fantasy game. And we're just going to say it right now because it's coming out for everything. Battlefield 1 is like one of my most hyped games of this year. Sea of Thieves is another one. And that's it, pretty much it for the Microsoft conference. Ghost Recon's Wildlands is... We're moving on to the Ubisoft one. Ghost Recon Wildlands is on that list, mainly because it feels like an authentic war experience, with really no boundaries, and the co-op is fluid and smooth. In a damn near flawless fucking game. And the other one is South Park, The Fractured Butthole. That's just fun to say. The Fractured Butthole. And it really is pronounced like that. The Fractured Butthole. Forgot to mention the last one. The pre-order comes with the first game completely free, The Stick of Truth, which parodies Lord of the Rings, while this one parodies Civil War. And Eagle Flight I'll give a look at. It's on my highlights list, but not so high on the highlights list. Star Trek VR is on there. For Honor's definitely on there. Like I said before, all I wrote was wow and epic. That's really all you need to know about the game. And Watch Dogs 2, definitely. It's a huge freaking step up from the first one. A huge step up. And Steep I'm really looking forward to. At first I was not very much caring for Steep, but I am now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And Watch Dogs 2 is definitely the highlight of the Ubisoft conference for me. And we're going to move on to the Sony conference. God of War 4 is on there because it looks fucking awesome. Days Gone's on there because I'm looking for a new story. Horizon Zero Dawn's always been on there, and it's really put it farther up on my list after this year's E3. Detroit Become Human is on there because I love a good freaking detective game. I love a good noir kind of game. I love anything that makes me think of LA Noire, but makes it better. Resident Evil 7, yeah. PlayStation VR, definitely, because I do want a VR system of my own. The PlayStation 4 Neo, I'm going to need to get another PlayStation 4 at some point once I get money. And the games, definitely buy for it because you can't get rid of it. The highlight of all my E3 experience this year is Crash Bandicoot. Enough said. Just Crash motherfucking Bandicoot. I grew up with that game. That's my childhood game. And I love that they're finally bringing it back. Lego Star Wars is on there. Mainly because I love a good Lego Star Wars game. Death Stranding is on there because it's fucking Hideo Kojima. Spider-Man's on there, and that's the end of that. The only thing on the Nintendo is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But again, like I said, mediocre at best. EA Conference, Titanfall, FIFA 17, Mass Effect Andromeda, and again, Battlefield 1. Bethesda Conference is Quake 2, which has always been on there. The Skyrim Remaster, definitely. Those are definitely in my top 3 is Crash Bandicoot, Skyrim Remaster, and Prey. And Watch Dogs, and something else, I forgot, but those are my top 5. Prey 2 is on there. Elder Scrolls Online stuff is on there. Bethesda VR, I can't really do much of that. Dishonored 2 is on there. The only thing really for the PC is Dual Universe, The Turing Test, and Mirage Arcane Warfare. Those are really the only 3. So those basically are my highlights. I will put a public list of my highlights out as soon as I can once I get an editor. So yeah, those are my highlights. I hope this video is not too long. So yeah, if you like my videos, any of my videos, rate, comment, subscribe down below. Stay tuned on Doug Hit TV for an E3 podcast so I can talk more in depth about it. And it's also going to go onto my channel too. I'm talking to him about that. So again, if you like my videos, any of my videos, rate, comment, subscribe down below. See you guys in the next video after that. So on and so forth. And that's it for my E3 stuff. Stay tuned for a podcast, and I forgot what the fuck else I was going to say. I'm definitely going to be posting more now, too, since I'm out of school. Check y'all later, guys. Goodbye.